I decided to stop comparing myself to my brother and try to focus on the improvable. Quit a job that wasn't making me happy, went back to college. I quit drinking when I was 24, went back to college when I was 26, and graduated at 29. I asked for help. After being laid off from my last factory job, I suddenly found myself on the streets of Toronto in the early 1990s with a grade 9 education, no money, no friends, no job references, and not really any family. So what did I do? Found an unbelievably dirty, crappy crawlspace basement apartment. Applied for welfare. Stopped drinking and smoking, and anything else unhealthy. Got a gym membership and went 4 hours a day. Jogged 5 miles every morning, weather permitting. Enrolled in an adult high school. Ignored everyone and everything that would be a distraction. Got my high school diploma with honors in 2 years. Applied for university. Got in. Moved to a different city, and spent 4 years getting my BA in philosophy, because I like to think and solve problems. Applied to a graduate program, and spent the next 10 years getting my MA and my PhD. Then spent the next several years as a professor making good money, and having lots of fun. Won't say how things are going now, because I got cursed with poor health, etc. And so I'm no longer working. I'll just say that I am happy now, and know that I would have ended up either dead, or in jail if I hadn't done what I did all those years ago. Sooner or later everyone has got to take their life seriously. Paid off my debts slowly but surely and worked my ass off to buy a house. Took years, but it was worth it. I grew up in South Florida during the beginning of the opioid craziness. From 2006 to 2011 things got pretty bad. In 2011 I sold my last possession, my car, for $800, packed 2 suitcases, and bought a bus ticket to Denver. Never been to Denver, didn't know anyone there, but weed was starting to be legal, and I didn't want to miss out. I detoxed on the bus going from Florida to Colorado. Do not recommend. I got lucky and ended up sitting next to a guy that was a grower and needed help in his garden. I didn't know it at the time, but on the Greyhound he said I had an 8-hour job interview. Got to Denver and he really helped me get established. Within 2 months I was sleeping on his couch and learning how to grow. Haven't touched a painkiller since I got on that bus almost 9.5 years ago, and now I'm married, homeowner, decent car, and working my dream job in the cannabis industry. It's not for everyone, but I literally went from homeless sticking needles in my arm to living a life better than I could have ever imagined. Realized my quest to find love wouldn't fix anything wrong with me. Stopped manipulating and using men to try to fill the void in my soul. Treated men like people instead of tools. Actually fell in love and am married to the most wonderful person I've ever met. I wasn't happy. Lost weight, shaved head, got tattoos, travel more, complain less. Everything I do is for myself. I have a long way to go. If it's me trying to impress someone, it never sticks. You have to want to do it yourself. Realized there was more to life than partying and waking up hungover all the time. I heavily reduced sugar when I was 21 and started resistance training. 2 years later and I am feeling the best I have ever felt, have so much energy and self-confidence, because I actually like the way I look now. Clothes fit so much better as well. Got a DUI. Decided whilst locked up for 12 hours that this was rock bottom. Decided that rather than trying to find a new job in the daily grind, I would work for myself. Have spent the last 8 months building up a business selling meteorites and meteorite jewelry. It's not a success yet, but things are definitely looking up. Quite recently. I deleted Facebook, deleted Instagram and Snapchat. I now only use Twitter and Reddit. I stopped making an effort to those who don't for me. I cut out the toxic people in my life, and I surrounded myself with positivity and care. Find a 1996 Honda Civic with a clean title and low miles. Moving out of my parents' house. I was living with my parents, which is very common thing in India, until end of my med school. I've been in my comfort zone all my life, and had everything I need. That led to depression, and I wanted to live by myself, and to get out of my bubble. Now I can't say I figured it all, but I definitely feel better. Reading more and using social media less. I'm almost at the point where I can just delete Reddit. Almost. Left the cult. Started going to therapy. Slowly realized that I have to think about myself too. Started going to gym, setting boundaries, eating foods I like, and every day I tried to do one thing that made me happy. And I finally got the courage to go to school and study something I actually like. Stopped caring about things I can't control, and put all my energy into the things I can. It sounds hard, but there's actually a lot you can control, and that doesn't leave much room for the other shit. Lost 15 kilos. Edit. No, it wasn't cocaine. I was 12, pretty sure I lost around 10 kilograms of cum.